All right, here's another type of growth problem. It's called compound interest. Compound interest is the interest earned or paid on both the initial investment and previously earned interest. It is an application of exponential growth, and I believe you all did this in the 8th grade. So, compound interest means if I have $100 in the bank, this is super simplified. I got $2 in interest. Now I have $102. The next time you calculate the interest, it's going to be off the $102, not just off the $100. So whatever the interest comes out to be, that'll be added on. Let's say you get $3 this time. Then it's 105. Now the next time you calculate interest, it's going to be off the $105. Simple interest, it's only off the initial value. Compound interest, whatever is in the bank, gets put back into the formula, and it compounds. It builds on top of itself. So here's the formula. The only thing that is different in this formula is we threw in this n. N is the number of times the interest is compounded each year. It can be compounded monthly, and it'll be 12. It could be compounded weekly, and would be 52, because there's 52 weeks in a year. If something is compounded daily, it'll be 365, because each day interest is calculated. Each week interest is calculated. Each month interest is calculated. Does that make sense? So you have to read the problem and then decide how many times is the interest being compounded. It'll normally flat out tell you in the problem. If you look at example number 3 there, Maria's parents invested $14,000 at 6%. Remember, your rate is a decimal. 6%, 0.06. How did I get that? I took my 6, moved my decimal 2 spaces, or I took my 6 and divided by 100. Compounded monthly. How many months in a year? 12 months in a year. How much money will there be at the end of 10 years? Start with your formula. P, that's like your A. How much you starting with? She was starting with $14,000. R, what is your rate? There it is on the top there, 0.06. N, the new part, 12. And then, let me erase everything. NT, right there, NT. So you put both the N and the T on the outside there. How many times it's being compounded times the time. So 12 times in this problem, 10 years. So pretty much it's being compounded 120 times. Chug out the numbers. Here is your answer. After 10 years, there'll be $25,471.55. All right, here's another finance problem. Determine the amount of an investment if $300, A, $300, that's what you're starting with, is invested at an interest rate of 3.5%. R, write it as a decimal. Compounded monthly, N, for 22 years, T. We have all the things we need to put into the formula. Here's the formula. P, your starting amount. R, your rate as a decimal. N, how many times is it being compounded? NT, how many times it's being compounded? How long it's being invested. All right, I believe there it is in decimals. Our $300, 0.035, that's our interest rate, 3.5%, compounded monthly, 12 months in a year. N, how many months in a year? 12 months in a year. How many years are we investing? 22 years. So T is 22. All right. Oh, there's our answer staring us in the face. $647. So her investment, oh no. I think my mouse died. He died. All right. So that's what they wanted to know. How much was being invested? So there is your answer. $647. So let's type right here. After, let's put a sentence, 22 years, the amount invested will have grown to the amount. Great job, guys.